Hello, chemistry students. All right, so today we're going to learn about calculating molar concentration of ions. So what this entails is we now have learned about how to calculate concentration of a substance or molarity, so that's moles per liter. And we've also learned when a compound is an ionic compound and it is soluble in water, it will dissociate into its ion. So we can actually calculate what the concentration of each ion is based on what the different compound is. So everything's kind of come together from solutions that we've been learning so far. First thing we got to do, just got an example here. Our theory, everything, if you've done all your homework for now, you should be up to date on what we are doing. But here's our example, example number 5. If we dissolve 0.23 moles of aluminum sulfate in 1 liter of solution, we can say the concentration of the aluminum sulfate solution is 0.2 moles per liter. What is the concentration of each ion? So what we got to do is just go through and break down our understanding of what this is. So as soon as we have a question like this and it's asking for the concentration of each ion, we need to write out our dissociation equation. So our dissociation equation is going to be, first of all, we start with our compound. We have aluminum and sulfate. Aluminum sulfate, sulfate has a 2 negative charge, aluminum has a 3 plus charge. Do the crossover method, and there's going to be 2 aluminum and 3 sulfate for this. This compound is an ionic compound, so it's going to exist as a solid at room temperature. As soon as we take this compound and we mix it into water, that's what that arrow is. When we're mixing it into water, it's going to break apart or dissociate into its individual ions. So we have aluminum ions and sulfate ions. Now we have to say, okay, what's the state here? We have aqueous because they're in solution. And the last thing we got to do is make sure this is balanced, because on this side we have aluminum, 2 aluminum, and 3 sulfates. So that means we're going to have 2 aluminum ions from this and 3 sulfate ions from this. And over here, there's just going to be 1. So important thing that you need to know for this is going to be your mole ratio. If you haven't figured those out yet, be sure to go back and review that concept, because you really need to know that for this lesson. So what else do they give us for this? We start with our dissociation equation of aluminum sulfate. We broke it into its ions. Now we go back and we see they give us a concentration of our entire compound. So here's our concentration, and they're asking what is our concentration of this and what is our concentration of this. So as we go through this, we just need to go and we need to understand this is going into, let's say, 1 liter of water, which is that what they said here. So this is 1 liter. This is also going to be in 1 liter of water because they're all going to be in the same container. So our volume is not going to change between these. They're always going to be 1 liter of water in this case when we have our ions separating apart. So what we need to do is, well, we're trying to find the concentration of aluminum ions. So what we have to do is we start with our concentration of aluminum sulfate. There's our we have 1 mole for every 1 liter, 0.23 moles for every 1 liter of aluminum sulfate. And we can see there's a ratio here. There's 1 of these for every 2 of these. The next part we do is our mole ratio. Our mole ratio is there's 2 moles of aluminum ions for every 1 mole of aluminum sulfate. And as we look at that, we say, okay, moles on the top, moles on the bottom. we can actually cross out these moles of aluminum sulfate. We get rid of that, and we get rid of this. So what we're left with for units is moles of aluminum ions. And we still have liters on the bottom. So we actually have moles per liter of aluminum ions. And we just got to go through do the math. 0.23 divided by 1 and then times it by 2. We're going to get sorry about that. 0.46 moles per liter of aluminum ions. And that is our concentration of aluminum ions. Okay. Pretty straightforward. That mole ratio, it asks for each ion, so we need to do our second one. Here's another way to write concentration, is to put a bracket around it, square brackets. Square brackets state concentration. So we start with 0.23 moles of aluminum sulfate for every 1 mole. Again. So 0.23, sorry, that's not perfect. 0.23 moles of aluminum sulfate, and we want to get our other ion, which is sulfate ion. So we have 3 moles of sulfate ions for every 1 mole of aluminum sulfate. Well, now we have moles of aluminum sulfate over moles of aluminum sulfate. We cross those out. And again, we are left now with our concentration of sulfate ions, those square brackets. And 0.23 divided by 1 times 3, we get 0.69 moles of sulfate ions, moles per liter, sulfate ions. There's our concentration of our sulfate ions. Okay. So pretty straightforward when we have something like this, because we just have to use that mole ratio, and we have the unknown, what we're looking for on the top, and what we have on the bottom. So that allows our moles to cancel each other out. All right, next one. So if 0.56 moles of potassium sulfate is placed in 250 milliliters of water, what will be the concentration of each ion? Well, we're asking for the concentration of each ion, so we start with our compound. We've got potassium sulfate. And potassium's got a 1 plus charge, sulfate's got a 2 negative, so there's 2. This is going to be a solid at room temperature. We put it into water, and it's going to break into its ions, the potassium ions and sulfate ions. And now again, we go back and we balance this out. There's 1 sulfate here, so we need 1 sulfate here. There's 2 here, so we put a 2 there. And that's our dissociation equation for this. Now this one, they don't give us the direct concentration, but they tell us how many moles we have of this, and they tell us what our volume is, which is 0.250 liters. So here they have 250 milliliters. I change that, I divide it by 1,000, and that gives me 0.250 liters, and that's why I put that down here. My volume across here is the same for every one of those. Remember that from the last one. Now, we need to calculate concentration from this. So there's 2 ways we can do this. You can either do step by step, which I'll show you the first way, or I'll do unit analysis for the second one. So first one, our first step, we have N and V. We can calculate our concentration. So for our concentration, we have 0.56 moles of K2SO4 for every 0.25 liters. And that is going to give us a concentration of 4.5 moles of K2SO4, potassium sulfate, per 1 liter. Because that's what our moles stay the same. Our moles are getting rid of our volume here by doing the math, and now we have our 4.5 for every 1 liter, or 4.5 moles per liter. Now we just do our same thing with our last one. We do our mole ratio, and we look for what we're looking for. This one, let's look for our potassium ions. So we're looking for potassium. We have 2 moles of K plus ions for every 1 mole of K2SO4 ions. And our moles of K2SO4 cancel out. Now we have our concentration of potassium ions as 9. Oh, sorry. My math is off here. Sorry. Gonna go back here and take a step back. 0.56 is 2.24. Then when we multiply that by 2, now we get our answer, our concentration. We're going to get an answer of 4.48, but we have 2 sig digs here. So our answer is going to be 4.5 moles of potassium ion per 1 liter. And that's our concentration. Okay. So there's our concentration for potassium ions. So this was our first step here. This was step number 1. And this was step number 2, is that mole ratio. And then we get our final answer. As you can see, this is pretty straightforward. We can just use this to do a straight calculation of unit analysis. So for our sulfate ions, if we start over at the beginning, we want to find the concentration of sulfate ions. We just start with 0.56 moles of potassium sulfate over 0.250 liters. So we are just going to multiply that times our mole ratio, which we have 1 mole of sulfate ions for every 1 mole of potassium sulfate. So nice thing about this moles of potassium sulfate cancel out. It's 1-to-1 ratio. So 0.56 divided by 0.25 is going to give us a concentration of our sulfate ions to be 2.2 moles per liter once we finish that off our calculations there. Okay? So that is how we calculate our concentration of individual ions. You go through the same process. You do this dissociation equation first, which is right here. You do this first step here, dissociation equation. Then once you have that, depending on what they give you, you'll calculate the concentration, then you do your mole ratio. Or you can do it all in one step like this. One more thing that they can do is they can give you a mass here, and you need to calculate first the moles of this compound based on the mass, because from this you can get molar mass. So you can get the moles, and then you divide by the volume to get the concentration, and then do the mole ratio part. Okay, so nothing different than what you've learned before, but that is all that you have to do. So make sure you practice this stuff. It requires a lot of practice, and make sure you understand that mole ratio. All right, have a good one.